Rowley, to be followed by Dennis Roberts.
Presiding Officer, our food industry is certainly flourishing, and that's something that we can all welcome. But the fact is that the producers are not reaping their share of the rewards for that, and farming in many areas in Scotland is in crisis. What we've heard today, I think, sums up a lack of leadership. There is plenty of warm words and rhetoric, but we have Graham Day basically attack the National Union of Farmers and say that farmers need to take responsibility and do more themselves. We have the government highlighting what the UK government needs to do, but really does not actually offer many answers. We do live in a global economy. We do live in an economy where there is increasing pressure in terms of competition. But in this country, I believe there is much more that we can do, and we need leadership from the Scottish Government rather than simply warm words. I would firstly want to highlight the plight of workers within the farming sector itself. And the Scottish Government once again embarks on another consultation on the future of the Scottish Agricultural Wages Board. In a brief from the trade union Unite, they say, "We contest that the options presented by the Government are designed to deliberately constrain the opportunities to genuinely consider the future of the Scottish Agricultural Wages Board by excluding a specific question in the consultation on how the work of the board could be enhanced and improved, and for the orders to promote a living wage through the board, despite this being a stated aim of the Scottish Government." They go on to say, "Unite has a strong impression that the relevant Cabinet Secretary for Rural Affairs, Food, Environment has launched this latest periodic review of the Scottish Agricultural Wages Board with a view to seeking to abolish it." We also believe that the previous consultation in 2008 was specifically designed to achieve this objective. Would the Cabinet Secretary confirm that, or give us a view that that's not the case?
Cabinet Secretary.
I make a plea to the member not to conflate a review of the Agricultural Wages Board with the proposal to scrap it. Otherwise, why would it be the case that the Labour Government carried out its own review of the Agricultural Wages Board a few years ago when it was in power?
Well, I would say to you that there was a review in 2008. I remember at the time my own authority in Fife putting forward a motion through Fife Council making the case for the continuation of the Agricultural Wages Board. But you're right, the Tory Government did abolish the Agricultural Wages Board in 2013 in England, leaving many individual workers in the ridiculous situation where they have to negotiate their own wages face-to-face with their employers. And it is the case that the UK Government's own figures estimate that farm workers in England will lose more than £258 million over a 10-year period in lost pay, sick pay and holiday entitlement. That cannot be the way that we want farm workers and agricultural workers in Scotland to be treated. In England, a survey conducted by Unite reported that only 56% of those who responded said that they had a pay rise since the 1st of October 2013, when the board was abolished. So I would say to the Cabinet Secretary, we see the lessons here of what happened when the Conservative government in England abolished the Agricultural Wages Board. You could give that assurance, remove that threat, and make absolutely clear and summon up today that you have no intention of abolishing the Agricultural Wages Board in Scotland. Can I also pick up on another few points that was there? The National Union of Farmers, I've also read their brief, which I thought was fairly reasonable in what it was bringing forward, but there are points there that they are saying and asking that the Scottish Government could intervene. For example, they say Scotland is part of an ambitious and forward-looking agricultural sector in the UK, and the Scottish Government should strengthen investment in farming, research and innovation in order for Scotland to become more resilient and competitive. Investment in processing infrastructure is lacking in Scotland, which leaves Scotland far behind other global exporters. The support is essential in increasing the Scottish agricultural industry's competitiveness with neighbouring exporters. So, again, they are pointing out some things there that actually we can do, practical things that we can do to bring about investment that would make our industry more more competitive and support farmers. There's a number of recommendations that they make there that seem to me to not be unreasonable. And again, the Minister might want to say what it is that he's actually going to do to start working further and see this type of investment come in. The brief that was put forward by the Scottish Environment organisation Link, I thought was also very good, but again it cries out for leadership. It talks about what can be achieved if we have the procurement processes in place that allow to buy local, that we have local authority, public sector organisations purchasing local, buying local and being able to support local. I would sum up by finally saying, if we are serious about buying local, getting people to buy Scottish produce, then again it needs leadership. So a lot of warm words for the government, a lot of warm words for the Minister. Let's actually turn that into something and start to have action that supports our farming industry, our agricultural sector, which is important for everyone in Scotland.
Thanks so much.